Good morning, this is Zachary Sweeps, and basically I'm doing this video, just a quick video, this one. It's about hearths. But a lot of people, obviously, you get scratches on them, and you can buy products at hardware stores or like, like we have a home base places like B&Q and Juiceums and all that sort of stuff around it. And then obviously you can go to a stove shop and you can buy all the like polished stuff like that. But I find that there's a really simple solution to this. Any oil-based substance will get rid of that mark there. Like vegetable oil. What is this? Well, this is Tesco's vegetable oil, and then basically just a cloth. So that's all you need. Just and then all you do is you just wipe around like that. Just wipe it all around there, make sure there's no dust on it, and obviously you don't want anything that's going to scratch it even more. And then that's it, just a J cloth, and then you get this. I mean, it's so simple. I can do it with one hand. And you just do that, put that like that. You don't need a lot, only a little bit. You put too much on there, what you'll find is you'll end up having you'll end up like picking up all the hair and everything in the room. Then they've got dogs as well, so just a little bit, look, tiny little bit of that on there like that, and then basically what you do is you just rub it on like that, and look, it's gone, and then it will dry out, and then you can just go along, and what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit more on there, just literally look, so you can see that I'm actually using vegetable oil. There's a scratch over there. Just put a little bit of that on there like that. See, and it just goes. Don't put too much on there, because if you put too much on here, what you'll find is that that you'll end up having all the dust from the room. See the marks? They do vanish. Just put a little bit. As I say, always put a little bit on there. You don't want a lot on there. Look, see how much I'm putting on there? Tiny little bit. Look, there's a couple of little marks there. And just go along like that. Just along like that. It also does watermarks. So like if you have a plant pot on there. I mean, it's not going to get every single mark out. I mean, you know, some of them could be quite deep. But it should get the majority of them off. So there you go, just let that dry, like that. I'm only doing just doing it a little bit, but look at the difference already. Can you see any scratches? There's none. Looks like there's one over there, but it isn't. Look at that, look at the difference. And all it is, J-cloth and a bit of vegetable oil. We have Tesco's here. I don't know where you're from, or if you have a Tesco's where you are, but any oil-based substance. You can use baby oil, WD-40, anything, but don't use too much of it. I strongly recommend you just use a little bit. Otherwise, what you'll find is you'll get loads of dust on it. In a week or 2 weeks' time, there'll be dust. It'll just stick on it, and they've got dogs here, so they need this to dry. As you can see, it's drying out straight away. And it will dry out, and then the scratches will be gone. So just a short tip there. The other thing I was going to say is that another old tool they've got here in this appliance. The gentleman's emptied the ash out, but I was talking to him about it. Make sure you have a good 1 inch to 2 inches of ash when you're having your fires. Obviously the first few fires you're not going to have, but it will make such a great difference to the heat efficiency. You don't want to be wasting money. A lot of people out there now, a lot of companies are trying to rip people off with the prices of stuff nowadays when it comes to energy. So we don't want to be paying for people's holidays and nice flashy cars and big houses. There's lots of little tricks that will make you save money, and you'll be surprised if you put 1 inch to 2 inches of ash in that wood burner and leave it in there for the winter. You can pack it down. It really compress it down. You'll be amazed. So every time you open the door, it won't go everywhere, and you could leave a log on for the night, and it will be fine. And then you wake up in the morning, you have hot ambers in there, chuck another log on, go and make a cup of tea or a coffee, whatever you fancy first thing in the morning, and then you'll find that the log will be with a cork light, and it'll be going, and you'll probably find that you probably only need to put 1 or 2 logs on every sort of 3 to 4 hours. So remember, look, you see how it's drying, and no scratches. All the scratches are gone, and all I've done is just use a tiny little bit of vegetable oil. That's it. So very simple tip there, very cheap way of doing it. You don't need any fancy products. Remember, there's so many stuff out there that you can use to do these sort of jobs when you don't need it. You've got everything at home. It's like clean the glass off the door. All you need is a bit of ash in a jam jar. Put a bit of hot water in it. Get a bit of mix it into a paste. Get a bit of newspaper, and then rub it on the glass, and it'll bring it up like brand new. It's so simple. You know, you don't have to do that. You can use oven cleaner, oven glass cleaner. Yeah, it does do the job, but you don't have to. How much does it cost? I mean, people go on about the wood burners are bad for the environment. They're not bad for the environment. What you burn on them can be bad for the environment. But wood burners are probably the best things that you could have in your house for the environment. You know, all the wood ash can go in the garden. 95% of the wood ash, the flowers, the plants, the trees, they love it. It's got potassium, calcium, all sorts of different minerals in it. It's amazing, so you can use the wood ash for the garden. Like if you burn the right sort of wood, the plant life, the tree life absorbs it all back in and recycles it back. Because let's not forget. I know they don't like talking about it, but when I grew up, we were told that the plants absorb the carbon monoxide, and they produce oxygen. So and it's the same thing. They suck up the smoke, and then they produce oxygen, and that's why the Amazon rainforest and forests and all that plants, all the trees are important for the environment. So remember that. It's the wood burners aren't bad. So whoever tells you that they don't know what they're talking about. It's what you burn in it that's bad. That's what it is. If you burn plastic, then it's going to be bad for the environment. You burn the right types of wood, it's going to be great. So anyway, I've said my bit, but see, I was saying that, so I wanted to see you seeing it drying up. As you can see, not one scratch has come back. That's drying off lovely, and that'll stay like that. And how much does that cost the customer? Nothing. So have a great day from Zachary Sweeps.